It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got a showdown in the NFC North. It's the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions, next on Madden Football.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today we've got what's always a hard-hitting battle in the NFC North, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Detroit Lions. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, these Detroit Lions, they won over a lot of people with the way they played under Dan Campbell last year. They started 1-6. Found their stride, won 8 of their last 10 games, and nearly got into the playoffs.
And when you think back to how they almost got in, that final Sunday night going to Lambeau Field and beating the Packers, that tells you about the culture that's already been established there. All you need now is to watch this team continue to play. They're going to contend, I believe, in this season.
And then for the visiting Bears, they want to wipe the slate clean from 2022. Now, working in their favor, we've seen plenty of teams in the NFL make big turnarounds from year to year. What can the Bears do to just get back closer to maybe 7-8 wins, Charles?
Well, they want to coalesce all this young talent that they're accumulating and guys that they've brought in from the outside and start to build a culture, a feeling around this team that they know they can compete week in and week out.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Well, the Lions offense getting ready to go to work here, and under center, a man whose career has been rejuvenated a bit as of late. In season number 8 now out of Cal, it's Jared Goff.
Rumors of Goff's demise? Greatly exaggerated, it seems. Boy, what a big year he had last year. 29 touchdowns and led the Lions to their first winning season since 2017. Under his leadership, the Lions expect to make the playoffs for the first time in a few seasons.
And Goff going to look to throw right away. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
That's a good start to the ball game. Maybe a little bit of a tone setter offensively. They come out throwing right away, and it's an early completion and a quick first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And that is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Here's 2nd and 10. Goff now to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 33. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Here's the former Bear. This is David Montgomery. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This 2nd and 4. Off play action. Here's Goff. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And in for the Lions touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown. 26 yards. And the Lions will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. So here come the Bears to take over on offense behind their third-year quarterback, former Ohio State Buckeye Charles, Justin Fields.
We all knew Fields was an incredible athlete coming out of college, and last season, he unleashed it upon the NFL. Ran for over 1,100 yards and would have broken the quarterback single-season record if he had played the full season. He also threw 17 touchdown passes, and that's the next jump for him. More consistency as a passer.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. They run with a 4th-round pick, Roschon Johnson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. Down the left sideline. And he'll be taken down at the 26. 40 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries of the ball game. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On play action, Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and 6. Fields sliding out of the pocket. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. To Johnson again. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more?
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
Kari Blasingame
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Bears respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Goff.
Finds Gibbs on the check down.
He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw is Goff. His throw incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw, Goff.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 40. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back and He's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating, there he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Stopped on the play by Kyler Gordon.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Throw left side, caught by Laporta.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
These two teams all tied after one.
Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Now it's Goff. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
They'll run with Gibbs.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
2nd and goal from the 1. Goff now looking to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Goff. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Donovan Peoples-Jones.
A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Lions have taken the lead.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point try now for Patterson.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Scott on the return out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you've just watched your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
And he'll be taken down right around the 27. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And this will be caught by Mooney. And Mooney going to have a Bears first down as the tackle made up near the 35.
That one goes for 8 yards.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Oh, he shifts past him. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run.
Inside the 10.
Touchdown, Chicago. Travis Homer, 65 yards.
And the Bears are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Santos now to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Khalif Raymond. He's inside the 20. And he finally runs out of gas, but not before he's inside the 10-yard line.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
The big kick return nearly resulted in 6. Now they'll try to finish the job here, 1st and goal.
Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. Touchdown! Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon.
And the Lions have moved out in front. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they're going to continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Onto the field now come the Bears. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Fields. That's complete right side to Komet.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10.
Fields now to throw. And again back to Komet.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 4. On the option left is Fields.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 22.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On the option right is Fields.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
58 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
Here's Fields. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw is Fields.
And his throw here's incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Now Fields.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Santos' kick is up and through, and that'll bring them back within 4.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Following the made field goal, out instead is the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick this away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out. And
a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now it's Fields. He'll check this down to Johnson.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. Open man, it's Scott, complete. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis.
Fields throw there, complete to Mooney.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
To the air again, Fields. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Here's Fields.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Got to give their offensive coordinator credit there. He got right into the head of the defensive coordinator because right on the heels of the sack on second down, he figured they were going to come at him hard again. And so he went ahead and hit a brilliant call. Screen pass works well enough. They're able to pick up a first down. That's one way to keep that defense at bay.
Operating from the gun, Fields.
He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Escaping the pressure right. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Justin Fields
taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Bears will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Now the point after try for Santos. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself. Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
A final shot before break here. Goff. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
Scott on the return out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter.
But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Now a first down throw, Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Up the middle, Johnson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. Now Fields going to keep it running left. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
The tackle for a loss goes to Kirby Joseph, making a great play.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable, but that time the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Forced out to his left. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Fields. Complete on the quick throw to Moore.
Touchdown, Chicago! DJ Moore, 30 yards.
And the Bears are able to extend their lead.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Santos now to add the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it concludes with a touchdown reception by DJ Moore. Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Goff. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Montgomery on the counter. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Goff. He's got right on the short throw. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd down and 9. Goff now looks to throw. Over the middle and taken in by Laporta. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 13-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
This to Laporta, right side. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
3rd and 2. Goff. And in for the Lions touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones. with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. DJ Moore headed back out as the Bears take over on possession. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good. But there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 68 yards rushing for him now to this point.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now an option play on second down. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson, and he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This offense so far on third down, they've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against him throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Derek Barnes coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Operating from the gun, Fields. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10. Back to throw. Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 26. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Again, Fields. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against a front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. They'll give up the middle to Johnson. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Back to throw. Fields. That's to Moore, and he's got it. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. But that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And it across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Here's Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Goff. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Let's play now, baby. Let's play. Come on, baby. Rock and roll. Let's go. We got to be big time now. Let's be perfect.
Goff on 1st down. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw into the hands of Reynolds here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Again, Goff. That's complete to Laporta. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
An important one here, no doubt. 3rd and 4. Goff now to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up through an opening, and there he goes. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown.
Now the point after try for Santos. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Goff now looking to throw.
He's got it complete to Gibbs.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Goff's throw taken in by Reynolds. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 28.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Goff.
Throw left side, caught by Laporta.
Touchdown!
Sam Laporta.
28 yards.
And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick.
And this is going to be taken in by the Bears, and it appears they're going to win this game. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Third and 4. They go to Johnson again. And he is going to have the Bears first, and that should be the capper.
Yeah, go right now.
Fields down to a knee here, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone, from